Today we are going to look at a tool that is basically there for us to explore to create animated videos. I'm going to start presenting my screen now. We are going to look at Powtoon. It's basically a tool that helps you to create real fun animated videos and presentations. It has a lot of interactive elements, characters, props that you could add to make your video fun. Also it has a lot of integration with Google Chrome. It has integration with PowerPoint. So we'll look more about it when we go ahead. You can just take your PowerPoint presentation, convert it into a video. So our plan for today is I'm going to talk a little bit about what is Powtoon, what are the different features of Powtoon, various ways that we could use Powtoon in the classroom. Then I'm going to share an example of, I've recently created a video, so I'm going to share an example of what a final product would look like once you create a video on Powtoon. And then we're going to dive into our live demo where we're going to we're going to do most of our time exploring the tool together, and followed by a few questions if you have. So as mentioned before, Powtoon is a user-friendly software. The reason it's very easy to use is it has a drag and drop interface. So for beginners who want to create animated videos, it's an awesome software because you just need to have a little bit of hang over the software, and then you could create professionally looking animated videos in no time. So that's a great advantage of the tool. There are various reasons why Powtoon is one of the tools that I have personally been using Powtoon since quite a long time now. And I would say it's a really powerful tool because you have a lot of templates that you can select from. So if you don't want to create a video yourself, you can just select a template and you could change the characters, change the font, and create a video. Because when you're starting, it's better to start with a template, right? There's also a lot of videos and soundtracks which are royalty free, which are already available on the Powtoon gallery. As mentioned before, you can upload your PowerPoint presentation and then it gets converted into a video. So if you have a PowerPoint presentation on your computer that you've already worked on and you want to convert it into a video, you can go ahead and just import that and convert it into a video. It has a full animation studio. It has a lot of characters, props, text, objects, backgrounds, video backgrounds. So a lot of options for you to select. Powtoon has integration with Google Chrome. It has integration with G Suite. So what you can do is, I'm going to share this presentation, and these are actually links to the different sites. So you can just tap on the link and go ahead and download an extension if you want. There is an app for an app for G Suite, and there's also a Powtoon Connect app. This is available for Android as well as iOS device. So what it does is, when you have this app on your device, when you're clicking pictures, Powtoon also allows you to upload pictures on the software, right? So when you're clicking pictures on your mobile device, you can transfer it directly through this app and use it in Powtoon. This link here is actually a link to submit a request ticket. So due to this COVID-19 situation, Powtoon is giving free subscription until July. To the pro features. So it has a classroom plan for all the educators. What you need to do is you just need to tap on this link here and submit a request saying that you would like to have access to the pro features. And in no time, I got my access in like less than a day. So you can just go ahead, write an email, and then they're going to give you access to pro features. I would really suggest you get this access right now because the free software has a few features, but the pro one has a lot more objects, a lot more characters you could add, and it has a lot of advantage. So I would just suggest that you take the advantage of it right now when it's available. So before we dive into the live demo, I'm just going to show you this video. This was one of the videos that I created for Coding Concepts, and I created this using Powtoon. Towards the end of the video, you would see that I also did a screen recording of the app, and then I've put that together in Powtoon. So this video is actually an example of how you could use so many different elements and create a video in no time.
Have you ever been inquisitive to know about the different apps and softwares that we use on a daily basis? A few examples could be the games that you play, or the tools you use to create and edit videos and movie files, including music files. All of these are basically computer programs. The people who develop and create such programs are known as programmers. Programmers write a series of instructions, also known as algorithm, to tell the computer what to do. These set of instructions are written in a special language that the computer understands, which is called a code. Let us take an example of one of our daily routines. If I ask you all the different steps involved in brushing our teeth, you might be able to tell me. But if you want the robot to do the same, you will have to tell him the exact steps to be followed. What do you think would happen if the instructions were given in an incorrect order? You are right. The robot may not be able to process and execute the commands correctly, leading to a failure in the outcome. A sequence is thus a correct and clear order of a series of instructions given to a robot or a computer. What are you waiting for? Sign into your Tinker account and select the level. Make sure to put the code blocks in the correct sequence in order for your sprite or character to collect all the coins. You did it! Happy coding!
Yeah, so as I mentioned, there are a lot of different options available for you to create a video. I'm going to go and now we're going to explore the tool together. So as soon as you sign into your Powtoon account, this is the first window that would appear. If you'll see, you have a lot of options here already, which are templates. So there are default templates available for you to explore. If you tap on more templates, there are a lot of templates that you can select from. So it has one of the templates is 5 facts for creating a video. So if you're looking at a new unit or if you're looking at introducing a new concept, you could use that template to, let me have a look at it. Oh yeah, so you could use that template to create a video on 5 different facts that you want to talk about. There is also a template for...
Why don't you use that one, Mr. Vanchi, the remote learning, the 5 remote learning?
Yeah, that this one, yeah.
Yeah, that would be good because they could make that for, you know, like a video to help kids with their virtual learning from home, for example.
Sure. So if I say use, but this is again in the Pro. It's a Pro feature, so you'll have to have your account set up for Pro before you start using this. So as soon as you tap on the template, it's going to open up and you're going to be able to see all the different slides. This is the Powtoon Studio. So if you see, the center part is the stage where all your, you can work around with the content that you will drag and drop. Then this is the slide panel. So all your different slides are going to be visible here. You can add more slides, you can delete, you can duplicate slides. You can change the settings of the slides just by clicking on this icon here. You also have, okay, I think my computer is just lagging a little bit. You also have an option for editing the text here. But I think this is not this is lagging a little bit, so I cannot see my timeline. What I'm going to do is let's try creating a Powtoon from scratch. So you'll be able to see all the features available there. So if I go back to my home page, I'll be able to start with a blank Powtoon. Okay. When you tap on a blank Powtoon, it again gives you a lot of options. So you can either select if you want to create a video which has a whiteboard effect, you can create the whiteboard option. There's a cartoon option. There's something, if you're looking at creating an infographic, you can create that. Students can use this software. I know a lot of kids already using the software in upper elementary to create their assignments or to document their learning. So you could use the infographic option. You could also use this tool for creating classroom agreements at the beginning of the year or to introduce yourself to the kids. So there are various ways of using this. I'm going to go ahead and tap on the cartoon option today. So yeah, so here this area is your stage, this is your side panel, and this is the timeline, right? When you see on the tabs at the left, at the right hand side, you will be able to see that all the different options are available here. So you can add background, text. Let's go ahead and explore what background has. If I go on background, I can pick a color. So if I want a plain background, I can do that. I can import a background. So if I can import images, right? So I can upload a background from my device. Now, when we're uploading backgrounds, images, or graphic files, I would suggest that we always encourage our students also to use free sites or free resources that are available. If you were there for today's session in the morning on iMovies, Alex shared some amazing links to a few websites that have free images. So Pixabay, FreePic, these are sites that help you with free images or graphics or vectors. And then there is Flaticon for icons. So go ahead and always try to download images from those sites. Now moving ahead, if I'm going to look at, let's go and try locations. And let's look for, let's take this one. So that's my background. I'm going to now go ahead and add a character to this. Okay, I'm going to add him. Now, when you add your character, you can select the different pose for your character. So when you hover over the character, you'll have different options. So if you want the character, do you want the character standing, waving, pointing? There are a lot of options. So you can select one of the options. I want him to walk. So I'm going to tap on walk. I'm going to delete this one. And when you select the character, you'll see there are a lot of options up there. So I can flip the character if I want to change his orientation, and then I can resize him as well. So if I can resize him to fit to my scene. I can go ahead and then tap on my settings. When you tap on your settings, you'll be able to see, there are effects. So you can select an effect to enter for entering your character and for exit. So if I want my character to enter from the right, I can select that. And then when I tap on exit, I can just select an option that I want. I can say fade, or I can say from the right, or no effect, right? Also, there is an option from now. If I play here, this is my play slide option, and this is my play the whole video option. So I'm going to tap on play slide. When I'm playing, I'll be able to see my characters walking, but he's just walking at the same place. I want him to walk on the road, right? So I can now go ahead and do that. When I tap on the character and settings, this A to B is an awesome animation. So what this is also an animation option, but what this does is it moves the location of the character. So when you want to move the location of the character, you can use this. I'm just going to drag and drop. And when I do that, I'll be able to see in my timeline that my A to B option has been now activated, but it's for 3 seconds. So I can increase or reduce this. If I want to increase this, I can increase this. And I can also reduce the time that I want my slide to play for. So if I want my slide to just play for 9 seconds, I can do that. I'm going to reduce this a little bit more. I'm going to say, okay, and now when I go ahead and tap on play, also I can move my character here. So if I want my character to enter from the beginning, from 0 seconds, I can just move, tap on the character and move him. I'm going to put my playhead here, and then if I tap on play, that's my character walking past the street, right? Now looking at objects, there are a lot of objects that you can add. Or let's look at, yeah. So if I say I want to add a car to my scene, I can just search here. That's my car. Again, I can resize it. I can flip. I want my car here. Now when I'm going to animate this again quickly to move across the screen. And you'll observe that I have two objects or two characters, a character and an object. So if I want my car to move from say second 1, I can just tap on the car option here. Go ahead, tap on car, hold it, and then move it. So my car would enter a little later than the person, right? And then when I say play, now what's happening is I can see the car over the character. You could also go ahead and arrange this. So it's like a layer. So I can just tap on my object. I can tap on settings, arrange, and put the car back. Or I can alternatively tap on the character and arrange him to be in the front. Okay. And now when I play, then there's also an option to add text. So you can have a text bubble. You could also add music files. So if I go to sound, you have a lot of options to add music files. There are already free premium music songs and free songs available. So if I want to add a free music file, say, if you want to listen, just play and listen, you can tap here. Listen to it, tap on use, and then it's going to ask you whether you want this to play for the current slide or for the entire presentation that you're making. So you could select an option, okay? You could also add your voiceover, just like I did in the video that I showed. So I recorded my voice. You could record your voice here itself, or you could record your voice on your mobile device and transfer it here. So I can add a voiceover. This is for adjusting the volume. So I can increase or reduce the volume. This is basically useful when you have a voiceover as well as a music file. So when you want your voiceover to be more audible, you make sure that you just reduce this a little bit so that your voiceover is audible, as well as you have a music playing in the background. So when I select this, so that's the music file. You have a lot of video options that you can also import. So it's as easy as importing an image. You just tap on the drop down menu, and then you have a lot of video options that you could import. Pro has, if you get activated to the Pro account, you will get access to a lot of good images, props, because you'll see most of the videos are for the Pro version. So again, try getting yourself, just write an email and get yourself access to the Pro version. This is for the text, so it's just adding a text bubble. So if I want to add a text bubble, I would just want to go ahead, tap on the text elements, and then decide where I want my text bubble to be. So if I want my text bubble to be here, I'm going to go ahead, add a character. change his pose. And then just have a text bubble here, right? Like an ad. So you can even use this to create comic strips if you want. So I'm just going to go ahead. Right. Now again, you want to select where you want the text bubble to appear, right? If I play this from the beginning, yeah. So I think those are most of the features. Another amazing feature that Powtoon has is you can collaborate. So you can add more collaborators to the same presentation that you're working on. So if kids are working in a group or you're creating a video with your colleagues, you can go ahead and share it with them, and then they have editing rights and they can work on the document at the same time. Up here you'll see you can change the name of the document. And here there are options for you to go back to the templates. This is for the workspace. So once you create your Powtoon, it's going to be visible in your workspace, and then you have an option to download it. But when you're downloading your Powtoon right now, you can, if you have the free version, you can just put this video on, export this, tap on export, and then you can export it to your Powtoon player page. So it works similar to Loom, how you could have your video on Loom, share the link, and then everyone has an option to go ahead and see the video. The same way in Powtoon, you can just upload it to your Powtoon player page, and the video gets shared there. So I'm just going to tap here. You also have an option to download it to MP4, but that's for the pro version. So I'm just going to show you how you could do it in the free version. I'm going to tap on create. And then it's going to ask me need to select a category, and then I can say next. I can say export Powtoon. So I can now share this link. To share the link, you just need to tap here. The link gets copied on your clipboard, and then you can share it with your students or your colleagues, and then they can have a look at it.